through the campaign, and this one's certainly one of them. Hinksey blasted out of the blocks, and I just think what a whirlwind of a few years Hinksey have been having. You know, finalists in the Folly in 2023, and here they are looking to step on again this year. And what a way to make a marker in the opening stages of this race. This has been, I think, one of the best starts we've seen out of the racing so far today.
Well, what a start from Hinksey. I was going to say it's going to be tight in these cords. You don't get much margin after the end of the island. But Hinksey have blasted out there. They've moved to a length, and there's no slowing down from them from the looks of it.
No, they're motoring here.
They thought some of the momentum was on their side, but exactly that, Fergus. You do not want to be sitting alongside a crew that you know have got a killer finish or a killer move. You want to close that door, don't you? And Hinksey, look at that, really relaxed now at that front end. And again, we talked about how little check there is on their boat, how little they're disrupting that stern. It's barely moving. You want to always keep moving back. And look at that, the drone just getting right in there, giving us a good view of the finish line. Finally, Raw Regattas. See the church there, a good one for them to aim for. The bowman never wants to turn around and have a little look, but these are the moments to savour for Hinksey. As they're coming through the enclosure, you can hear the crowd, either moored up on the booms or sitting on that bank, cheering you down, encouraging you down these closing stages of the regatta.
Yeah, it's a mix of experience in this Hinksey sculling school crew. You know, in the bow seat and the stroke seat, you know, two 18-year-olds, but sandwiched in the middle of them, a pair of 16-year-olds. And I think it's
really important that Samuel in the bow keeps his crew informed that actually they are in touching distance of this crew.
Yeah, you got it right. Lovely. I love these overhead shots. You can really see that sort of combination you were talking about there, Mo, as you look at how much these athletes are moving together. But, you know, there is still a bit of overlap here, and real credit to the Borlase crew. I thought they were going to suffer that break, but that little critical moment, we saw the bowman look around, we saw him call for a push, and they are hanging on.
Looks like they got into a much better rhythm than where they originally settled down on. So that extra push has given them a little bit more momentum. Hinksey Sculling School will respond. They have the luxury of being able to see and read every single move that comes their way. That's within itself still hard. It's a challenge, especially if you're feeling tired, and especially if you've gone out too hard. You may start to suffer. You may start to feel that boat sag in the water, feel low. But
can they dig between now and the end of the race? You can see in the boat there, Adi Kuhn, Louis Harris, Vedon Nimari and Judah Turnbull.
And a great crew, like I say, great to see them in the final once again, great to see them here at the weekend once again, and a big shout out to their coach, James McAnallen, who, again, has just been really zoning in on making sure that these crews row with
today. So I think really impressive from the Windsor Boys B crew here to be staying here with Hinksley.
Beautiful shot down into the sculling boat.
Yeah, I love this shot. It did initially look like Windsor was coming back, but I think Hinksey, with the response there, just to hold them, just not quite got the length there, but just holding their advantage. But just as we see, both crews now are going to be looking to make a change. If you're in the...
At least still connected, aren't they? It looks potentially... I know you said that you thought that the Windsor Boys School had made a move, but I think that they might have. It looks like they're just eking along the stern of Hinksey, but perhaps they're Hinksey just responding and keeping them at bay, but still very much these crews just locked together. Bow ball.
This could be the start of more to come from these boys.
As we see here the crew from Hinksey Sculling School. Focusing in on the two-seat there, I think, Vedant Nirmal.
Yeah, you can see them working hard for this first.
Quite eye-catching, that start, wasn't it? But Hinksey seemed to have matched it.
And I think being calm and collected in that first stroke can almost be just as advantageous as trying to ratchet the racing up to get away with that nice stable platform. You can get the power down that little bit easier. And Hinksey doing really well here to match Windsor Boys off the end of the island. And again, we talk about Windsor's pedigree. I think Hinksey are up there as well with being huge, notorious names within the Fawley Challenge Cup. They've made the final of the weekend now for the last 3 years. And here they are once again racing against Windsor Boys.
See Judah Turnbull in the bow seat there. I don't know if you caught that Hinksey bow seat in the middle of the picture there. He was shouting the orders. There he is again, yeah, can you see? Bit of chit-chat. He's not ordering dinner there, is he? He's making absolutely sure his boat are doing what he wants them to do.
No, and I've heard great things about Judah Turnbull from Axel Dickinson, who tells me, you know, he's a great club man, loves Hinksey. This will be his last run down the track for Hinksey Sculling School in the Fawley, so wants to make it a last one, fast one. And I'm sure we'll be encouraging Belen Nirmal and Louis Harris and Eli Kuhner in the stroke seat with him. But Windsor boys, look at this.
Interesting, right? This is the back and forth. This is where races get really exciting, because right now it looks as though Moseley is trying to surge again. And the question is, can Hinksey hold them off? Can they keep their momentum? And at what point do you say, oh my goodness, I don't know if we can do it?
Both boats moving at identical pace on the water.
Come on, Louis. Here we go. Go to bow. Go. Don't let the boat drop down in speed. Take it up in the run.